Are you looking for a guideline to learn the technical skills required to become a data analyst because you don't know where to start from or the courses to take? Look no further because you are in the right place. I'm going to be recommending top Coursera courses you need to take to master the technical skills needed as a data analyst. Mind you, some of these courses, most of them I've taken on my own and I've done review on them and they are quite okay. In short, they are what you need, and some of them are what my colleague recommended, fellow data analysts working in the field recommended because they have took this course and it helped them a great deal. Hi, I'm Jennifer, a certified data analyst. I'm going to be giving you guys a backstory on how I discovered this amazing career. During my undergraduate period, I studied mechanical engineering and I specialized in power and energy. But along the line, I started losing interest. One thing for sure is that I love working with numbers. I love calculations. I don't like theories at all. I'm bugging my head in so many facts. So I love calculations. I love working with numbers. That's what I know for sure. But somehow I was losing interest in mechanical engineering. And hopefully enough, after doing much research, I decided to become a data analyst based on the high demand and the high prospects of the career. And how did I come across Coursera? I have this friend of mine, Anthony. Shout out to Anthony wherever you are, and thank you for recommending Coursera to me. During my undergraduate final year project, I had to write literature review on vehicle emissions. That was my topic. So while writing these projects, I had issues with literature review. Like I said, I don't like anything theory. So this Anthony of a guy recommended me to Coursera and said I should take a course writing in sciences in Coursera. And this course helped me a great deal with my literature review. Now, there are three ways to learn how to become a data analyst. There are three ways to become a data analyst, not just data analyst, but every other skills that you want to learn. First of all, you might need to go to a college to earn a degree on that skill. Second, you can tutor yourself, like self-tutoring, tutor yourself to learn the skills using resources in your hand. And third, you can go for a boot camp or you can register with an online program, which is quite cheaper compared to going to college. Going to college to learn the skills, give you the social proof you need. You have so many classmates, lecturers to interact with. When you run into difficulty, it takes a longer time and it's quite expensive. Being a data analyst will take you not less than 3 years to earn a degree, a certified degree, and you're going to spend a whole lot of money acquiring those degrees because you need to be paying tuition fee for 3 years. Because your curriculum will be well planned by your instructors, your lecturers, so you have to just follow a guided path. Teaching yourself is less expensive and flexible. In fact, is the path that is the least of when it comes to expenses is the least, and when it comes to flexibility it gives you all compared to the three I mentioned. But the downside of it is that you don't have any guideline. You teach yourself, so most times you consume materials or you learn things that are not quite needed, and sometimes you overlearn. You don't know when to stop and practice. You don't know the things to pick that would be needed in the field, so you tend to overlearn, and at the end of the day you see that you've wasted so much time, wasted so much effort on skills that are not necessarily needed in the field. And learning via online platform and boot camps, I would recommend this. This is shot my best because I've studied mechanical engineering via college and it took me 5 years, and for the third world country I think 5 years, but in US I think we should take 3 years or thereabout. Then imagine taking an online course that within 6 months I'm a certified data analyst. It's amazing. I will recommend it any day, anytime. It's quite flexible. It's cheaper compared to going to college, and they will give you a detailed guideline on what to follow. So it's highly recommended, and I love it. And most of this platform prepare you for interview and review your resume so that you will be job ready. There are so many of this platform like the Audacity, Udemy, edX, Skillshare, and my beloved Coursera. I know I mentioned so many online platforms that you can use to learn data analysis skills or to gain your certificate as a data analyst. But anytime, any day, I will recommend Coursera. Why? Because Coursera is my first love. I discovered it first when I was an undergraduate with nothing in my name, like $0. I had nothing. I was broke, unemployed, fresh out of school. So I hoped in Coursera to gain so many certifications that helped me land my first job as a data analyst. Imagine having nothing to like having nothing but Coursera to hope on, they really came true for me in my deepest time. So I felt obligated to spread the good news, because this video is not sponsored by Coursera. Now I'm going to be giving you 6 reasons why you should consider Coursera over other online platforms. The reason why I recommend Coursera is that Coursera courses are sponsored or taught by high institutions and universities like Microsoft, Google, IBM, University of California, Illinois, Rice, and so many, Michigan, and so many of them. These are top universities in the US. Because of the first reason, Coursera certificates are highly acceptable and they are shareable on LinkedIn. It just gives you a vibe of studying abroad. For most of us that are in the third world country, it gives a vibe of studying abroad, even while you didn't even travel or you're not even there. So it gives you the opportunity with little or no financial resources. And the third reason is that Coursera courses are well structured and there are quizzes, both graded and ungraded, that will give you a practical insight of all the skills you've learned so far in the week. Before, and my best reason for lazy apps like us is that they have flexible deadline. Even if you're so busy, because the course is like a side thing you do when you come back from work and you've missed the deadline that has been scheduled for you, you can actually reschedule your own deadline. It's that easy without any penalty. The fifth reason is that Coursera app is easy to navigate. You can access the app even for a first timer. You don't need much guidance to access the app. And their instructor have a unique way of imparting knowledge to their students so effortlessly that you cannot help but learn it quickly and fast. The final reason why I love to use Coursera, and this is the best reason. I don't know how many best I've said so far, but this is the best reason why I love using Coursera, is that Coursera provides financial aid to people that cannot afford their courses. This is so selfless of them. I love them. This helps me. I can't. I'm being excited right now, but I need to be excited because they've helped me so far. So I've made a video. I did a video on how to apply for financial aid on Coursera, and I'm going to link it and use it on an air screen of this video so you can watch it to make it easier. Initially, while I was in school, and I think 2023, yeah, financial aid is 100% free, like 100%. You don't have to pay a dime, a penny, nothing. But recently, I think they've made some tweaks to it. Recently, you have to pay 10%, you have 90% off. So recently, their financial aid is giving you 90% off, unlike previously giving you 100% off. But they still tried. They tried, I'm telling you. So what you need to do, even if you apply for financial aid, it takes you 15 days before they approve it. And once they approve it, you can access the course. Even if you didn't pay the 10% outrightly, you can access the courses. You can take your non-graded quiz, and you can still access your graded quiz, but you might not be able to submit your the answers to your graded quiz. You can't submit till you pay. But you can access your graded quiz, you can do and submit your non-graded quiz, and you can access all the course content. It's actually amazing. Then once you want to submit your graded quiz, you can pay your 10%. Easy peasy. When you type a certain course in the search box of Coursera, you might see that course in several places. I don't want you to be confused. You can see the course as a specialization, you can see the course as a course, and you can see that the professional certificate. These are 3 different things, and I want to explain what a course means, what a specialization means, and what a professional certificate means, so you'll be sure on the one you want to go for. What is a course? A course is just a single unit of study focusing on a particular specific topic. That is just a course. Then a specialization is a collection of several courses that gives you an in-depth knowledge or mastery on a particular subject area. Specialization is just like bringing together related courses, like at least three, you can see up to 11 or so courses making up a particular specialization, and it usually ends with a capstone project where you can test all those skills you've learned so far in the course. This is a specialization. Professional certificate is a collection of courses designed to give you job ready skills, to teach you job ready skills in a particular field. Let me give an illustration. I know you might be confusing specialization and professional certificates, but Imagine having an Excel. You have an Excel specialization course, and inside that Excel specialization course, you have Excel for beginner, which is a course, Excel intermediate level, which is a course, and Excel advanced level, which is a course on its own. So combining these three beginner, intermediate, and advanced level Excel courses is a specialization on Excel. Well, for example, a professional certificate. Imagine certificate on data analysis, for example. I know that there are four technical skills you need as data analyst. That's Excel spreadsheets, SQL, programming statistics, programming, and visualization. Then this professional certificate to have an Excel course in it, to have an SQL course in it, to have data visualization course in it, and a programming course in it. So it gives you all the skills you need to be job ready. I hope it sinks in right now. I highly recommend you start with a professional certificate. Once you're done with professional certificate, you now go into specialization of each of those skills to have an in-depth knowledge on each of them. This is my DIY curriculum, and I'm actually giving up my secrets. There's no gatekeeping here, and you have to pay me back by subscribing to this channel and liking the video, so that so many people that need a guideline on how to DIY their own curriculum too, and some courses that will be recommended to them that will be effective, would find this video easily, just as you have. Now, why do I recommend using professional certificate first, or having professional certification first? Professional certifications do one thing for you. It gives you the breadth knowledge, like it gives you an intro to each of those skills. It might not really go deep, but it gives you the basic skills, each of the for example, Excel, it gives you the basic things you need to know in Excel. SQL, it gives you the basic things you need to know in SQL. It doesn't go deep. So you master each of the skills in a certain, like in a reasonable quantity, like touching the water or dipping your feet in the waters on each of these skills. It gives you the breadth knowledge and not the depth knowledge. I don't know if you understand. So once you're done with the professional certificates, you now go into specialization. So you now bring one of it and you go deep. So professional certificate gives you the breadth knowledge, specialization gives you the depth knowledge. So go for professional certificate, then you go for specialization. And second thing it does is that once you've known the basics via professional certificates, once you're doing specialization now, visualization will not be easy because you've known the basic things, so your courses will be easy. You'll be running at a fast pace. In short, you can even start with an intermediate level, not a beginner's level right now. You guys are going to be missing me right now. I'm going to be leaving the camera. I'll be moving the screen to my laptop screen so that we'll go through these courses that you need. I'll go through their clear features and every other thing, every other information you need. So once I'm done with all the recommendation, I'll switch back my camera. The first course on my list is IBM Data Analyst. It's a professional certificate. Is a collection of 11 courses, and we have over 344,000 people enrolled with a 4.7 rating. This course is beginner friendly. You don't need any prior experience. You can be done with it within 4 months, but if you're a badass, you can do it in way less than 4 months. Towards the end of this course, you'll be given a soft skill training. Your resume will be reviewed by hiring professionals to make sure you have the key things needed. You will be prepared for interview, and they will provide career support as well. Now, what are you going to learn from this course? You'll be given a brief introduction on data analysis. Then, you have to learn the step required for data analysis process, differentiate between different roles in big data ecosystem like data engineering, data science, and so on. Learn types of data structure and formats and sources of data. The technical skills you're going to learn here is Excel. Then you learn data visualization. I think the visualization tools they use here is IBM Cognos and Analytics. That's the one they use instead of using Tableau or Microsoft Power BI. You're also going to learn how to use Python libraries like Pandas, NumPy. You learn how to do web scraping, and you learn how to use API tools too. Of course, you need to learn how to use SQL for querying. I think it should be around the sixth course or seventh, the fifth course here. Then you also learn Python, and you learn Python again for visualization. You learn Python for data analysis, Python for visualization. They have a lot of Python courses in here, and I believe if you do this IBM course, you don't need to have an extra Python lesson, although you just want to learn extra. Then you have an IBM capstone project. This IBM capstone project is the project that they will give you at the end of this course, so that you can showcase all the skills you've learned so far from this course. And also, you're going to end this course by learning generative AI, how to use AI in data analyst. Finally, they're going to prepare you for interview, and they will support your career by giving you a career guide. So this is all for this course. It's either you take IBM data analyst or you take Google data analyst. Two of them are the professional certificates you have, the most popular, not just only it, but it's the most popular. So I'm going to do a video later on to show the difference, or why the difference between Google and IBM professional certificate. Now, Google professional certificate has 2.5 million people enrolled. That's a whole lot of people. It has a 4.8 rating, is beginner friendly just as IBM, and it has 8 courses. It's a combination of 8 courses. So let's dive right in on what we are going to be learning. Here, you're going to learn, they will teach you how to collect data and factors to consider when collecting data for analysis, and the best practices for organizing data. You will learn SQL, how to use it to clean data, basic SQL function, and how to develop basic SQL query for use in database. You're also going to learn the art of data visualization using Tableau and the principles associated with effective presentation. Next, you will learn how to analyze data using R programming. IBM uses Python, Google used R. Then you will learn R functions, variable, data type, pipes, and vectors, how to generate visualization in R. Finally, you're going to be engaged in a capstone project using all the skills you've learned so far to create a data analysis portfolio. Also, you're going to learn a supplementary AI course just as IBM. It teaches you how to apply AI in all the technical skills you've learned so far in the course. So, like I said before, you don't need the two, you just need to go for one. Once you go for one, then you're good to go. Then once we are done with taking professional certificate by touching all the breadth of the skills, we are now going into specialization, that is going into the depth. So the first is spreadsheet, Excel skills for business specialization by Coursera University. This is the one I recommend. It's a very, very nice course. Have over 572,000 people enrolled. It's a 4-in-1 course. It's made up of 4 courses. It has a whopping 4.9 rating and is beginner friendly. So what are we going to learn from this course? Let's dive right in. The first is essentials. It's just like a beginner level class. So in these essentials, you're going to understand Excel environment and expertly navigate the Excel user interface. You're going to learn how to perform basic calculations in Excel using functions and formula. Then in the intermediate level, the first intermediate level, you're going to learn concatenation, consolidation, and how to use pivot table and create pivot charts. In the second intermediate course, you're going to learn how to use lookup tables, Microsoft Excel, VBA, and macro for customizing and automating tasks in Excel. Then finally, the advanced one, you're going to learn how to create dashboard and financial modeling. With this specialization, you have everything you need in Excel. You've learned everything you need in Excel as a data analyst. Once we are done with Excel, we are moving into SQL. So the course I recommend for learning SQL in Coursera is Learn Coursera Basics for Data Science Specialization. This is taught by University of California, UC Davis. You have over 273,000 people enrolled for this course with a 4.5 rating. This course is made up of 3 courses and you can complete it in 2 months or less than that. It's beginner friendly as well. If you don't know anything about SQL, you can actually start from here. It will give you the basic things you need. So let's dive right into the things we are going to be learning in this course. In the first one, SQL for data science, you're going to learn how to write SQL query, Use SQL command to filter, sort, and summarize data. You're going to learn how to use union operator to create analysis table for multiple queries. The second course here is data wrangling, analysis, and A/B testing with SQL. Here you just need to learn data wrangling, how to wrangle data, how to build simple testing framework, and you're going to touch a little on A and B testing. Then the third one is a capstone project. You're going to wrap it up with this project to demonstrate whatever things you've learned so far, all the skills you've learned so far in the course. Now we are down to statistics programming. I recommend using Python or using R. Although R is specific, Python is more versatile. You can use it for data analysis and even for things that are not data analysis. So I prefer you learning one of these. I would prefer Python any day, anytime, but you can go for R if you want to, or if it's required when you're being employed, or you need to learn it. So once it's required when you're being employed, you can easily apply it because you already have the knowledge. Then for Python, I would recommend Python for Everybody specialization by University of Michigan. The instructor of this course, I cannot ignore him, is Charles Severance, popularly known as Dr. Chuck. You have over 1.7 million people enrolled in this course. Dr. Chuck will teach you this course as if he's teaching a child. Trust me, this course has 4.8 rating. You can finish it within 2 months or less than 2 months, and it's a five course in one specialization. Now let's dive right in on what you need to learn or what you're going to be learning in this course. The first course, you need to learn how to install Python software, and you learn the basis of writing code, Python functions, loop, and how to use variables to store and retrieve information. That's getting started with Python. The second one, Python data structure. You learn the principles of data structure, learn how to create programs that can read and write data from file, and how to multitask using tuples in Python. The third course, using data to access web data. You're going to learn how to access web data and AIP using Python, and how to work with XML data, that's an extensible markup language data. In the fourth course, you're going to learn how to use databases with Python, how data is stored across multiple tables in database, how to create, read, update, and delete operations to manage databases. In the fifth course, is a capstone project. So in this capstone project, you're going to be retrieving, processing, and visualizing data using Python. It's just an application of everything you've learned so far in this course. The second programming language you need to learn is the R, and I recommend data science foundations using R specialization. This is sponsored by John Hopkins University. This course have over 111,000 students enrolled. It has a 4.6 rating and is a 5-in-1 course. That is 5 courses that made up this specialization. Now, let's dive right into what you are going to be learning. The first is data scientist toolbox. Here we're going to learn how to set up your R Studio and GitHub. You understand that you understand what data is, and as well as the tools you need to analyze data in R. In the second course, R programming, you're going to understanding the critical programming language concept, learn how to use R loop function and debugging tools. And the third one, getting and cleaning data. You're going to learn how to get and clean data. You will learn the common storage system and how to manipulate data and obtain data from web, APIs, and databases. The fourth one, exploratory data analysis. Here you will learn how to make graphical display of high dimensional data, how to apply cluster analysis techniques to locate patterns in data. The fifth one is reproducible research. Here you're going to learn how to write a reproducible data analysis using NeatR, and how to determine reproducibility of analysis projects. Now we are down to data visualization. The first one we are going to learn is Tableau, and I will recommend data visualization with Tableau specialization. This is sponsored by University of California, UC Davis. We have over 165,000 students enrolled. It has a 4.5 rating, meaning the course is amazing, and is a 5-in-1 course. Now let's dive right into what we are going to be learning from this course. The first course here is Fundamentals of Visualization using Tableau. You're going to learn how to install Tableau, navigate Tableau workspace, and also connect to different data sources. The second is Essential Design Principles for Tableau. You're going to learn how to design visualizations that work best for your target audience. The third one is Visual Analytics using Tableau. You will learn how to create charts using Tableau, customize table calculation, and create dual layer maps. In the fourth course, you're going to learn how to create dashboard and storytelling with Tableau. The fifth course here is a project. So this project, as all specialization does, it just shows your skills so far. It helps you apply all the skills you've learned in the courses so far. Then, after learning Tableau, it's smart for you to learn another visualization tools like Power BI, Microsoft Power BI. And if you want to learn Power BI in Coursera, I recommend Microsoft Power BI Data Analyst. It's a professional certificate, unlike others that are specialization. Now, this course have over 248,000 people enrolled. It has a 4.68 rating and it has 8 courses in one. So this is much. It will take you like 6 months to complete this course, but if you're fast enough, you can do it in lesser time. Now let's go right in. Here, because it's a professional certificate, they are going to teach you virtually everything you need as a data analyst, but they'll kind of put 70% focus on Microsoft Power BI, but they'll touch other things you might need as a data analyst, because I told you professional certificate will give you all the skills you need as a data analyst, where specialization will focus on that skill alone. That is why we're saying preparing data for analysis using Microsoft Excel here. So you will not be shocked. This one is just going to teach you the basic Excel you need. Because the very basic, they won't go into details. Then the second one, you're going to understand the tools, skill set, and tasks you need to perform using Microsoft Power BI. Then the third course here, you're going to learn how to extract, transform, and load data into Power BI. The fourth course, data modeling in Power BI, you're going to learn how to model data. You learn how to form a model using star schema. You learn how to optimize a Power BI model. In the fifth course here, you're going to learn how to design accessible report and dashboard, and how to use visualization to perform data analysis. In this sixth course, creative designing in Power BI, you're going to learn how to incorporate creative design skills in your dashboard, thereby creating a compelling and cohesive report and dashboard. This seventh course here, deploy and maintain Power BI asset and capstone project. This is a capstone project, so it's like a combination of everything you've learned so far. They'll give you a project for you to demonstrate your skill, and just like other professional certificates, you'll be ending this course with an exam. It's called Microsoft PL 300 exam. They'll teach you how to prepare for this exam, and you are going to practice it. And in the beginning of this course, they will give you a voucher, 50% off voucher for this course, for the exam, this PL 300 exam, because you're going to need to pay to write the exam. This is like a professional exam for Microsoft Power BI. So somewhere in this course, they'll give you 50% off. I can't even find it again. But that is it for Microsoft Power BI. I would recommend you end all your study with it, an advanced certificate, an advanced professional certificate, like the Google Advanced Data Analyst certificate. So this is actually different from the first Google Data Analysis certificate. This is an advanced certificate. As you can see, it has 4.8 rating, and it is over 7 courses in one. So the only difference between the two, that's Google and Advanced Google Data Analysis certificate, is that this goes into Python, the relationship Python has with machine learning. Do you understand? It goes to regression analysis, and it teaches you machine learning, because the industry of data analysis is evolving. The career is constantly evolving to incorporate machine learning and AI. So if you are stuck with the old ways of doing things, you'll be passed by. So that's why this course came out, to supplement their first course by introducing machine learning and some of the regression techniques using Python. To wrap it up, so I would prefer for you to be that confident, just go for this advanced certificate. Use it to conclude your studies, to have a perfect unshakable DIY CV. We are finally done with all my recommendation. Mind you, this is my recommendation and that of the people that have asked so far that I've interviewed. So if you see any course on Coursera that you feel most suits you more than the ones I recommended, feel free. But I don't think you would have a need of doing other courses after I recommended this to you. There is no need at all. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video so that so many people that need content like this can find it easily. And then don't forget to watch how to apply for financial aid on Coursera. I dropped the video. I'm going to link it and it's going to be my end screen. So watch it. Financial aid can actually help you save a ton of money, but if you can afford it, why not go ahead, afford it, pay. But if you can't afford it, people like us, what you need to do is to apply for financial aid, get 90% off. That'll be all for now. Thank you for watching and thank you for staying to the end of this video. Bye for now.